Another good-sized field of 18. Line up for the final of Formula Junior. Lots of different engine and chassis combinations in this lineup. Tony Kart leads with Tim Vickers, who's dominated the weekend so far. Problems back there for a couple of karts. The 8 of Jamie McNee was involved in there, and the 39, by the looks of it, that's Ben Webb. 10 also involved. That's Kane Adcock from Nelson. There's the 39 with the front wheel steering in different directions, so that's the end of Ben Webb's race from Christchurch. So 2 of the South Islanders out of it in the opening lap. Tim Vickers already out to an early lead. Mitchell Evans in the 11. So we've got the Vortex Rock 125 out in front. Look at this from another shot there, and all sorts of carnage. Also involved in there, the 22 of Mitchell Hill, who was one of the pace setters for the weekend. There's Webb exiting stage left. No steering, and that's a scary thing to happen with a kart on a high-speed track like the Manawatu Toyota Raceway. So Tim Vickers leads from Mount Wellington and Auckland. We were just talking about Mitchell Evans, and we've lost him. He's disappeared off track. He was chasing down Tim Vickers, the Vortex Rock Tony Kart, 125cc water-cooled. Evans in the 100cc Perilla air-cooled, as William Bamber goes by Chris Cox for the second position. So Mitchell Evans out of the race on just the second lap. He would have been one of the pre-race favourites, certainly, but Tim Vickers has not been headed throughout the day in Formula Junior. Other than qualifying, Chris Cox was the top qualifier, and there he is there in the SI kart, the current South Island champ, battling there with William Bamber. He's going to go up the inside of Bamber, look back for the second spot. Tom Blomqvist in there in the 9 as well. Cox was the top qualifier. Manawatu's Mitchell Hill was second quickest. He's had some problems late in the day, and you saw he was out in this race as well on the opening lap. Tim Vickers qualified third as we've got a big battle going here. Tom Blomqvist disputing territory with William Bamber, now slots into third. Vickers won both of the opening 2 heats and then the pre-final to start off the pole for this final. And this is very, very competitive racing. You're looking at second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. And at the moment, these 5 drivers have got nothing for Tim Vickers out in front. The lap record for Formula Junior has also been constantly dropping as Blomqvist does the big late brake move up the inside of Cox. Cox, though, crosses over and gets the line back off the inside. But this battle is delaying them. They're letting Vickers get away out in front. He's doing it pretty comfortably at the moment. The more Cox and Blomqvist tie each other up with this battle, that's going to let the leader get away. Just 16 laps to do it. Tim Vickers looking for his first national title. The current North Island champ heads the South Island champ with Blomqvist back in third. Blomqvist's father, of course, is the 1984 World Rally champ Stig Blomqvist, who is here this weekend watching his 2 young sons race at the New Zealand Sprint Championships. 62, John Van Bommel from the Bay of Plenty up inside the top 10. Quick look over his shoulder, and he's got a good gap back to the next car, and that should be Christchurch's Luke Kirk in the 99. Work their way in front of the big crowd assembled this weekend in the Manawatu. William Bamber, his older brother is Earl Bamber, Formula BMW Asia champ. He's been racing in the Toyota Racing Series this year. He's got a battle on his hands here with Rotorua's Ryan Bellworthy, running the only Maranello chassis in the field from Italy. Another driver running the Vortex Rock 125 water-cooled. You've got a combination of the Rotax FR125 Junior Max engines, the Perilla and Vortex 100cc piston port air-cooled, and the Vortex Rock 125. There's some weight differences between a couple of the different engines just to balance out the equality. Lots of different chassis combinations. Another coming together. This time it's Bellworthy and William Bamber. And that battle was over third and fourth. In fact, there was fourth and fifth. Blomqvist up in third, chasing down Chris Cox. So fourth and fifth out of the picture, and that's going to bring Stephen Thompson and Tyler Richardson into the frame for a top 6. Tyler Richardson starting from grid 18. There's Chris Cox now just getting some distance between himself here and young Tom Blomqvist. Blomqvist reaches down and churns some more fuel into the air-cooled 100cc Perilla. But it's Tim Vickers. It's all Tim Vickers. The North Island champ looking to go one better with the yellow plate with the 1 or the NZ on it at the end of this one. Vickers has really been in a class of his own this weekend at the Manawatu Toyota Raceway. His home track is Mount Wellington in Auckland. His older brother Richard racing in the open class. Down out of the pit turn, Tim Vickers with the win in Formula Junior. Chris Cox crosses the line in second ahead of Tom Blomqvist. And that's how they finished. Dunedin Stephen Thompson was 4th from grid 8. Tyler Richardson 5th from 18, with Jamie McNee next in 6th.
Tim, total domination. You won all the heats today and you've nailed the New Zealand champion. Yeah,
it's great racetrack, great kart. I'd like to thank Dad and all the people that helped me over the weekend, all the stewards, just everyone, just such a fun time.
Tom, congratulations, NZ3.
Yeah, thank you. It was a real good race. Got off to a great start and just held my position. It was a bit unfortunate that I think Mitch had a bit of a problem, but other than that, it was a good race.